Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Rimworld. And we're still having some mental issues with the colonists in the town named Sallvation. Mitch is in the hospital yet again after we've had to beat him into submission. Actually, did we beat him into submission this time? Yeah, it looks like we did. It's gotten to the point where Mitch has been in the hospital so many times, I don't even know what's going on with him. As a matter of fact, we're not treating him with any medicine at all anymore because he's burning through so much of our medicine being in the hospital. And a lot of that is just due to these really bad effects that are going on right now. For instance, his proposal rejection is a big penalty that's going to last for another 4 days. Broken up is probably going to last a lot longer. But we also have the innocent prisoner died, which is going to last for about 4 days as well. Hideous environment we can do things about. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at that. That's not something I've really done too much. And I'm going to assume a lot of that is just the dirt and blood and stuff. So probably I need to get somebody cleaning. Who can clean? Fortunately, Min can't. Mitch is in the hospital. Sally Mae is busy cooking because Sally Sue is out of it. It's actually getting to the point where I have too many useful colonists, but I really need to get somebody cleaning for sure. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put Sally Mae on top priority for cleaning. She's going to do what cooking she's going to do, and then she'll probably get on that. I'd also like to get on finishing up some of the things here. So we have a decent amount of sandstone. So let's go ahead and grab sandstone trap there so that we finish off this section. Now I have a lot of turrets and things to set up later, but I'm also noticing we're a little bit low on power, it looks like, in our batteries. So maybe I turn my fuel generator on, and we'll have Veronica do that as soon as she's done with... As a matter of fact, Min, you do that. Prioritize flicking the switch, please. There we go. Get a little bit of power generation going. We just don't have a lot of wind right now. I probably need to get on building the next geothermal power. Alright, well, Mitch is up now. Mitch, can you go and pick up this shotgun, please? That's been rotting outside. There is a better quality shotgun, and that is Sally Sue's, because she dropped it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to leave the other items she drops go so that we can just re-equip her with the things once she's done out of being out in the days. And then once this stuff gets done, I'm thinking we might want to start on, rather than finishing this, which is probably going to be resource intensive, start the construction of the new kill zone. So I want to do something similar to this, where I have a passage that goes a little ways before we have the opening here. So I'm probably going to need to cut out a bit of the wall here. Probably, I don't know actually how far I went. So here's the door, then we went 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks like about right. And then we're going to also need to deconstruct this. And I'm half tempted to get rid of this marble altogether because, I don't know, it looks like the marble cannot be repaired. Yeah. So why don't we just deconstruct the marble altogether, and we'll use that for maybe statues and things. Min can use the marble, and we'll just replace this with the other types of stone that we have. Stone that we can actually build and repair. Oh, speaking of power, the lights are going on and off. I guess we're going to be building that sooner than I would have liked. And I don't even have this connected yet. So let's just go to power. This is going to put me short on parts, I think, and supplies. Like, steel is going to be short after we do this, but I think it's going to be necessary. Mitch, can you do me a favor and prioritize working on that? And we're going to have to build the wall here. So, let's see. Structure, is sandstone still the top? I mean, yes, it is. Okay, so sandstone. We're going to go... So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then we'll build the rest of the wall once we get a chance. Alright, well, that's a plan anyway. Get our power situation underway. Also, start working on... Ooh, Sally Sue is still dropping clothes. Still in a daze. Hopefully we can get Oh. I was just about to say, hopefully we can get Mitch through a little bit further this time, but... Doesn't look like it. Well, we're going to have some people jump on him. Right now, he's not doing anything. So I'm going to wait a little while. I almost wonder, him being in here, can he maybe not harm anyone? Huh. I mean, people are going to be hauling things and probably bringing it towards him, though. Which is a definite danger. Oh, great. We have a storm, too. Alright. So we're going to have some fires going on. Well, there's one. I'm just going to keep an eye on him. As long as he doesn't hurt anyone, maybe we can get through this without issue. And we don't have to beat the crap out of him again. I mean, it might last a while. Okay, Sally Sue's now completely naked. Okay, Sally Sue is fine now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is start having her wear the different outfits. Okay, I don't want you going where you're going, so stop that. No, no. Wear that. Then wear that. There we go. As long as people stay away from Mitch, I'm happy. Alright, this is actually working. You know, if I could put Mitch under house arrest, that would be great, but he'd starve to death is the problem. So as long as he goes berserk in an area where we can stay away from him, I think we'll be okay. And everybody else is going to be sleeping right now. So it's mostly just Sally Joe we have to watch out for. And he still has his shotgun. Alright, well, we'll see how long this lasts. Where are you up to? You know what? I don't need you doing that. I would prefer if you did this. Then you're going to relax socially. Okay, that's fine. Alright, architect. We still have a decent amount of sandstone. So let's do that. I'm hoping I have enough for that. And we can switch it to granite or limestone for the rest of the wall. Let's do granite because we have a decent amount of that. There we go. Okay. And I also want to lengthen this, I think, maybe. though, that it's longer. Oh, good. It worked. So Mitch freaked out, but we kept people away from him, and he recovered on his own. Okay. And now he's going to go finish what he was working on. Alright, well that worked out. I'm glad we didn't have to jump on him and beat the crap out of him again. Now, I can't control where he goes berserk is the problem, though. So... I feel bad for leaving this out in the, I mean, I'm sure this would have sold for a decent amount if we could sell it, but inventory space is on kind of a premium, so we're just going to have to make do. Alright, so you're going to hook up the power, I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't know if this is far enough out to get us power here, but we're going to see. Mitch is still in a terrible mood. Uh-oh. Sally Mae has gotten sick from malaria, as has Veronica. Okay, ensure you have a medical bed and a doctor. Make sure that Sally Mae gets proper treatment and spend as much time in bed as possible. Alright, so we're going to have the same thing with Veronica. Okay. Well, right now they're sleeping. Let's take a look at that. So right now, immunity is at 60%, which is pretty good. 58, okay. So they're going to be in bed. Oh, I never got Sally Sue her hat. Well, we'll get her that as soon as she wakes up. We shouldn't be too far from now. We've got our other power. I just need to hook it up to the lines. So we'll just draw it down here. That's probably the quickest path. Okay, and that wasn't quite finished yet, so we're going to have to wait to see how that works. And I am a little bit short on steel now. You know, do me a favor, prioritize this instead. Okay. Alright, so we're hooked up. Alright, so that's still not far enough, so let's get the power up again, and I'll build it out, let's say 3. That might get it close enough. Okay. I'm hoping this will take care of things, but I'll just keep this generator on for now. Sally Mae's in the medical bed. Sally Sue isn't up yet. Shouldn't she be up according to her work schedule? She should be, but maybe because she was in a daze. Let's take a look at her needs here. So, Sally Sue needs rest. She's almost there. And then we can treat people. Actually, can you prioritize this? Okay, and then you can go eat your meal and do all your things. Sally Mae's in a terrible mood because of the malaria, I'm assuming. Now what are you up to? No, no. Go treat. We can't have Sally Mae die on us. Veronica, I would be upset about too because she's been a stalwart colonist, but this is our main doctor, so... Okay. And you're going to feed her. And somebody needs to clean this place, and now that Sally Mae is sick, I need somebody else to do it, so... Huh. That's a good question. Who do you send when you have two of your colonists sick and one of the ones that isn't sick can't clean? Well, that's a problem for sure. And two of your colonists that aren't sick are asleep right now. All right. Gone berserk. Okay, again, as long as she stays in her room, which she didn't do. I might have to jump on her if she hurts anybody. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Mitch. Go punch. Go punch. Okay. All right. And then Sally Joe. Sally Joe. There we go. And you rescue Sally Mae, and you can be undrafted. All right. Well, that wasn't ideal. And then you can be undrafted. I'm just going to leave the handgun where it is. All right. Well, that's definitely not good. We don't need Sally Mae gone berserk. Sally Joe's going to go back to bed. And probably get treated here. And waste more of our medicine. Actually, no. Sally Mae's going to get that done. Let's take a look at Sally Mae. Make sure she didn't have anything. Because she did get probably bitten and scratched by the dog. So she is bleeding. But she didn't lose anything. So as long as she doesn't end up with scars, there won't be any lasting effects of that. Okay. She's still... she's not in a breaking mood, so... See, that was a good thing about Mitch going berserk over here, is it kept him in a big enough area that he could, as a matter of fact, work. Mitch. I guess you're going to be our new cleaner, so you're going to be priority 1 cleaning, and you can go back down to that. Okay. Yeah, I remember he got his toe shot off in one of his berserk rages. Okay, so Sally Joe's doing okay. Alright, so stone-wise, got a decent amount of limestone, so we'll use that for the next bit of the structure. Limestone blocks. I'll go ahead and just draw that out. I also need to get this turned into a sterile room as soon as I can. Alright, every colonist of female gender smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over the entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect female gender. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit better. Well, that is fantastic because most of my colonists are female. Not quick enough for Min, though, because she just went into a daze. Where is she? Okay, she's over there. So anything she sheds will be indoors, more than likely, as long as she doesn't walk outdoors, which is actually not that far away from where she is. Okay. We're getting all this dirt and blood and other nonsense cleaned up. Veronica's still in bed with malaria. Let's see how that is. 66%. And Sally Mae is at, let's see, 69%. Okay, well, that's going better. They're still minor, so I don't think we're going to probably lose them. Where's the medicine situation? Are we out of medicine? Oh, no, we have one left. Well, I was going to think about canceling the use of it, but at this point, I don't think it matters. Uh-oh, let me guess. Mitch. All right, we need to stay away from him. Okay. The only problem is Chris I cannot directly control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict him to Animal Area 1, and he's just going to stay in there. Okay, you. Get drafted. No, 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 no. Don't shoot. Okay. Come inside. Alright. We're just going to have to stay away from him. So everybody is now restricted to Area 1. I cannot keep beating him into unconsciousness. It's causing too much problems, so I'll just stay away from him. There's not really anything crucial I need to do outside anyway. And just so people have things to do, I'm going to tell them to mine. So let's go to mining. And we're just going to carve some of this out. All right. And get the area here, expand allowed area. Area 1 will include all this stuff that we're doing. Okay, there we go. So everybody should stay indoors while he's freaking out over there. Now, there is a wolf out here, and that could be a problem, but it's sleeping right now, so... I'm wondering, Sally Joe, can you do me a favor? Has Min not dropped anything? Oh, she hasn't. That's good. I was just thinking, Sally Joe, you're tailoring. All right, do that. That's fine. What are you making? I don't actually remember what I have bills for. So I have hats. Most everybody has a hat, so I could probably turn that down to just one, maybe. And then jacket. Everybody has a jacket, I think, but we'll let that go ahead. All right. As long as Mitch stays outdoors, not a problem. As long as everybody else stays indoors. All right. Veronica needs treatment. What is that? I mean, yeah, she does. She hasn't been treated for malaria at all. But it's still minor, and she's getting immunity. Okay. On the other hand, you haven't been treated either. You should have been treated a little bit. Oh, well. Again, malaria, it seems like it's running its course. And again, I'm very surprised Min hasn't dropped anything. Mitch is just doing his thing over there. Alright, I guess we can speed things up. Oh, there she goes, dropping things. Oh, and there's the handgun of, somebody. Okay, he's done being berserk. Alright, so everybody else, be unrestricted. Alright, perfect. Again, that worked out. He managed to go berserk far away from people, so... And then he went berserk again. Okay, well, he's going to be in the food area, which is more problematic. anytime anybody tries to eat food. All right. So what are you up to? You're constructing. Ooh, just as. Oh no. I think this is unavoidable. He's gonna come out and punch Min. And I can't control Min, so I can't get her out of there. And everybody else is sick. This isn't gonna go well. Min, get out of there. Oh! Alright, well. I gotta jump on him. He goes from mentally breaking to mentally breaking. It just... hard to deal with, and we've got more than 2 days still before he has a lot of his bad effects. Go away. Well. Let's draft you. And have you do that. And then you get drafted. And have you also punch him. Alright. Sally Joe, you can be undrafted and just go wherever. Sally Sue, rescue, but also undraft. Actually, rescue. Alright. And Min got punched a bunch while she's in a daze, and she's completely oblivious to it. Oh. How's Mitch doing? Did he get anything bitten off? No, but he's in a bad state again. We're going to have to treat his injuries. Alright, so what are you up to? You're getting food. And then you should go and treat... Oh, you're going to prioritize Chris. I should probably turn medicine off for Chris, but it's a little late for that now. She did treat here, so let's see. %71% at this point, and May is at 75. And they're both still at minor. Good. And we're completely out of medicine at this point. And Chris is just got bruises mostly. But now the chance of like infection and stuff is starting to get there. And we're also, I think, running low on food. Min is starving. Because Min is in a daze. I can't remember who doesn't have a gun. It's Sally Sue doesn't have a gun. Alright, well, we'll let her treat Sally Mae, and then we'll get her gun, which I think is this. Yeah. Speaking of that, it looks like Min can upgrade to a better pistol. Alright, you're done there. Can you equip this pistol, please? Okay, now you can go do whatever you want to do. And Mitch is the only one in a bad mood now. Min is still in a daze. Jeez. Yeah, she has some malnutrition. Well, hopefully we can get her out of her. Sally Mae's in a terrible mood again now. I wonder what's her problem. I'm going to assume sickness. Very joy deprived is one of her biggest things. Prisoner died, innocent prisoner died. Everybody has that effect. Well, not probably everybody, but a lot of people do. And then sick and wearing tattered apparel are her other ones. Cramped environment is another issue. Maybe I need to move the medical bed to a bigger room. Out of curiosity, what is the... Is this also cramped environment here? Yeah, cramped environment. So I don't know what you need to do to get cramped environment to go away, because this is a nice 5x5 bedroom. I guess you need to have something bigger than that. Does it actually say? If you go to needs, can you... No, it doesn't really give you much of an indicator of what you need to do. In any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So we've been having rough luck. We have sickness amongst some of our people, although it looks like Veronica's up and about now. Interesting. We've got sickness. Mitch keeps going mental on us, but the upside of all this is in a couple days, this stuff will be gone. Hopefully. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.